Most people are aware of the money to be saved when shopping online. Usually it's simply a matter of finding the right supplier and getting the best deal. In this segment, we'll take a look at the world of e-commerce and see if the same rules as supply and demand used by the average shopper can be applied to schools and other public institutions.
Painted by Raphael in 1510, the School of Athens shows ancient philosophers engaged in debate. Considered one of the high watermarks of Renaissance painting, this masterpiece celebrates the power and value of education.
And while Plato and Aristotle are no longer with us, some of the problems they struggled with are still issues today. Perhaps one of the most critical facing us here in America is public education.
While enrollment continues to increase across the country, funding sources are becoming more scarce. The burden of keeping the more than 90,000 public schools up and running is now falling more and more on the shoulders of professional administrators. Currently, more than $85 billion spent yearly in order to keep the door to the schoolhouse open. Some of the money goes toward traditional school supplies like pens, pencils, notebooks, textbooks, computers, and report cards. But the list doesn't stop there. Instead, it also includes everything from gasoline to goalposts, and from trucks to trombones. And according to the experts, every single requisition costs somewhere between $100 and $150 to process.
There are about 110,000 schools in the United States, and they order something about 2.5 million times a year. They send those requisitions in. And the U.S. Department of Education estimates that costs about $100 to $150 every time they order. Not for what they're ordering, not for the biology class frogs or the school books or the bus. It costs them $100 to $150 in processing. So schools spend about $2.5 billion a year just on processing costs. What we want to do is save that money, save some of that money, and move it into the classroom where it belongs.
There is a web-based company, however, that's been designed to help schools and other public institutions use the internet to save money and time to buy goods and services. And this organization believes that $10 billion can be saved over the next 5 years. Using state-of-the-art electronic commerce systems that save private industry billions on procurement, the site, located on the net at simplexus.com, is providing a one-stop virtual shopping mall where school officials and all their approved suppliers can interact.
Bids can be a very cumbersome process, and using the Simplexus system, you save money. So we save processing money, we save money on purchases, and we save money by making bidding simpler.
It's an innovative new model for e-commerce that's specifically tailored to meet the needs of a very specific marketplace, our schools. By building a profitable business for school districts and their suppliers, the founders of this website aim to ultimately cut the procurement cost for education by $10 billion over the next 5 years, leaving more funds available for kids and classes. And many people believe they have a good chance of accomplishing just that, especially since the system is free for all U.S. school districts, fully compliant with state law, and perhaps most importantly, user-friendly.
According to some analysts, the e-commerce market for educational institutions amounts to more than $115 billion. Sites that are designed to meet the needs of this sector are well on their way to changing and improving the face of education in America, perhaps permanently. Reporting for .com, I'm Tara McNamara.